everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you. We're going to be reading for the lovely Taurus for the weekly reads, and we're just going to have a look at what energies then are coming in for you, my lovely Taurians, this week. What have we got going on with Taurus? Taurus, what energies are around Taurus this week? What are they dealing with? Oh, those definitely wanted to flip out. And we have the Page of Fire. Oh wow, and the King of Earth, who I just read for, Aquarius, had these come straight out. Well, not straight out, that one definitely came out first. And then this one was out a little bit later on in the reading. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, or you've got any Aquarius in your chart, it might be worth looking at their reading as well. So the King of Earth is coming out as a solid, grounded energy for you this week, Taurus. And the Page of Fire is about being brave, okay? The Eye of the Tiger, being brave, taking something head on this week, okay? Not being moved, not being swayed by a decision, and people listening to you as well. So you could be taking authority this week over a certain situation. You could be leading a conference or something like that where people look up to you this week. More or less like you're in the spotlight as well. And for some of you, being brave, acts of bravery are for others. So you could be, you know, looked upon as being I can never say that word. Heroic, yeah, heroic this week. As daft as something that you could have fetched something for somebody, done a good turn for somebody, but you know, you're looked upon as being in the spotlight this week for doing a good deed for someone else. Okay, so let's just open this reading up a little bit more and see what else is coming out for my lovely Taurians. But I just feel weights off your shoulders as well this week. But being brave, it's either being brave for you or being brave, as I said, being there for somebody else. So we have the Ten of Earth coming out now. So if this is to do with a romantic reading, if I was like looking at this on a romantic side, then I would say that you are helping out your partner, or you are helping out a significant other this week, feeling contented, both of you, in the relationship. But there's been some act of bravery being done here, whether it's to do with finances, because you could have helped somebody out financially, you could have helped a girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever that may be, to give them some kind of security, bailed them out this week. I just feel that you have been generous. There's generosity here around you, Taurus, this week, acting on generosity. So let's just open it up a little bit more. Really, like somebody's shocked at the generosity that you've shown them. Being as we've had Valentine's Day recently, last week, then it could be that somebody's just overwhelmed with, you know, how you've sort of portrayed your love for them. Okay, if I was looking this on a romantic, but on a general, I just feel that you are moving in a more comfortable situation. Finances are really on point this week. Some of you could have even had unexpected money coming in, because, you know, it's showing Ten of Earth here and possessions around you. You could be dealing with sorting out possessions for some of you as well, but it's quite a good energy what I'm picking up with you this week, Taurus. Okay, quite humbling as well, to be fair. Like, you didn't want all the fuss. It's like somebody saying, I don't need all the fuss, just be grateful for what I've done or provided for you. So we've got the Hanged Man coming out now. So let's just get a clarifier for the Hanged Man, why you are in the balance about a situation. Looking at that though, before I pull the next card out, you could have had offers of love come in. You could have had generosity poured onto you by somebody showing their love and affections, being as it's been Valentine's Day recently. And it's like, how do I take this? Do you know what I mean? It's like your heart might not be in it as much as theirs. And it's like to say, oh, you know, as much as I was grateful and happy about how they've sort of reacted to me, I'm still in limbo here of, you know, it's a bit too OTT, you know, because some people get a little bit put off, don't they? They don't know how to handle, you know, when overwhelmed by gifts and things like that, and it can put people off. You know what I mean? It can put people off, and so it could work two ways. They've either been put off by your generosity, or you've been put off by their generosity. So let's just have a look what else we've got going on. And we've got the Ten of Swords. Now the Ten of Swords is turning your back on something. So I do feel for a small minority of people here, something's gone on this week where generosity has been showed, love has been showed, and it hasn't been accepted very well. And it's as though some of you are saying, I can't take this relationship any further. I can't lead them up a garden path. I need to be honest. I need to be true, and I need to walk away from this. Okay? Or, as I said, it could be the other way around, where that other person you're dealing with, who you've showered all the affections on, it could be too much for them. They could be dealing with past hurts from previous relationships, and they don't trust in getting involved as much, as much of a commitment as you're expecting. So we've got a couple of things going on here. If it's not romantic, then I do feel better times for you. You're turning your back on difficult times, and there's new horizons coming in. Lightening the load, as I've said. So this is quite, an interesting read for you this week, Taurus. Let's have a look what else is going on. Pastures new as well, I want to say, for some of you. Fresh ground, pastures new. And we have the moon. So there's very, very mixed emotions here going on. And I do feel, because I've got the black and the white wolf in this scenario, sensitivity issues. And like I say, it's gearing on to the romantic side of things, this message is this week for the Taurians, more so than the general. But obviously I'll try and look at both parts. So let's just get another card. So yeah, you just feel, it's either you are battling with emotions yourself of how someone has portrayed how they feel about you, and you're really unsure of how to take it, or you are unsure of how they are accepting how you've treated them. And we have the void, and that just about sums it up, really, because this is you. Okay, you're in this space of, I really don't know what to do next. Okay, you are in this limbo because of the Hanged Man that came in, not really knowing what's the next step. You may have a hard lesson here of, well, that didn't go too well. They didn't, I've shown how much I really care for them, but I've just not had the reception back as I would have thought. And then that leaves that big void between you, that awkwardness. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with that this week, and then you've got to decide then, which is the next step forward. So let's have a look what's going on in your deep inner psyche, what you are thinking in your deep inner psyche. And we've got a weird commitment. Okay, so as I said, I felt this reading was more on the romantic, and deep within you, you're after a commitment. You're after a commitment of somebody, or somebody is expecting a commitment from you. But I do feel, obviously, this is your inner psyche, so this is what you are feeling, and this is what you are wishing for. I want some kind of commitment here. I want to go on to the next level. But you could be holding back from that, not really, sure of how the other person is really seeing it, if they're seeing it even so as much as what you want. So that is interesting. So let's have a look through the eye of the universe. How do they see you down the camera lens this week? Okay. Interesting how these cards come out, guys. It amazes me sometimes. Okay, and we have this card here from the universe for you. I always look at this, when they show this, It's saying they can see, you know, your sense of direction, but you are waiting to move on. Okay, you're being directed. You feel like you're going in the right direction. The birds come into this as well, and that is air of communication. So I feel some of you are waiting for the communication to come in before you can set sail and move forward. So you're in dry dock at the minute. Okay, the universe is saying that you are in dry dock at the moment because you are waiting on communication, you are waiting on a sign before you can literally start to move forward. So I do feel it's on this romantic where you are waiting for some kind of signal, some sign to say, yeah, I'm with you on this and we can forge ahead. So I'm just going to get another clarifier on that for you then, Taurus. I'm sorry if you can hear noises. My cat's scratching at the door. He's already bombed Aquarius's reading earlier on. He's an absolute nightmare. I wish my table was big enough so I could house him on it, but it's not, unfortunately. So, oh dear, right then. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is about balance. It's not about finances on this one. As I look at the Pentacles, we always think about finances, but can you see how one side is a lot further anchored down, weighted down than the other? And this is where the love comes in. This is where the feelings come in. One is all for it, and yet the other one isn't totally committed. Okay, now this could be you not totally committed to whoever you've been having a liaison with, or vice versa, which is interesting. So I'm just going to get your animal spirit cards out now and just get some more clarification on this reading. Okay. If it's not romantic, then I do feel the Two of Pentacles then could be just a message to say you've got to get the balance, you've got to get your finances right before you can move on to pastures new, or new ventures, or new work ethics. Okay, but it's like dotting the I's and crossing the T's and getting your balance book to date. I feel some of you have been overspending, okay, and it's just saying you've got to watch your purse strings if it's on a general. So I'm just going to get your animal spirit cards. And we've got the unicorn, which is the alchemical sign of the ether, the spiritual realms. And we've got the hummingbird, okay, and that's the alchemical sign of earth. The hummingbird is your energy because it's as though you are waiting for communication. It's an air symbol, okay, alchemical sign of air here. And it's though you're in a position, like if you watch a hummingbird, it's sort of fast paced with its wings and it can stop in one spot. And then it's like you are just waiting for this communication to come in. The unicorn is of the spiritual realms and it's like magic and mystique. I always look at this as the universe working behind the scenes. So it's a case of, yes, you're in limbo, hence the Hangman came out, and you are desperately waiting for that go ahead to know where to set your ship sailing. Okay, so let's just get another clarifier out for you. They're very cryptic, these messages again this week, guys, so they're not going to resonate with everybody, obviously, but we'll just carry on. And we've got the Queen of Air. It's all about communication, okay? Whoever I'm dealing with here on the Taurians, you know your heart set, you know what you want, you've got the knowledge there, you've got this forthright focus on what you are after. But until you get this communication, before you get the say-so, whatever that may be, then you cannot throw that anchor away and carry on with whatever it is that is holding you back at this moment in time. So I'm just going to get another card for the end of the week. What is going on for Taurus at the end of this week then? Digging deep for you, Taurus, and we've got courage. Okay, so it's saying here, if you remember when we came in at the start of this reading, we had the Eye of the Tiger, and I always looked at the Eye of the Tiger card as being brave. You've got your focus forward, okay, and that's why the courage card is coming to say. And I feel like I want to say, don't get discouraged, okay? If for some reason this is about the partner who doesn't really have the same feelings for you, then have the courage to accept that. Okay, have the courage and be brave and think, you know what, then I'll cushion the blow on that and I will move forward. Courage on the general sense is, I feel you have been battling with certain things around you at this moment in time. I feel as well that I've got an extra message of some of you have been seeking, trying to find out regarding somebody's health. And because I've got the knowledge here, and I feel like it's a female around you that you've been dealing with, and it's like they've been really brave, and hence the courage card. And it's about helping them, seeking some knowledge to aid them in what's going on with their health at the moment. But like, I want to clarify that, so I'm just going to get another card out for you, Taurus, because this is how we roll on this channel. We just keep going along until we feel the story is complete. So Taurus, just another card please for Taurus. Yeah, and we've got the Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups here is letting go of things that no longer serve you. And this could be, as I said, about this relationship. For some of you, it may be that you thinking to yourself, okay, I've learned a lesson from this, I need to accept this and I need to let that go, for some of you. And then the Courage card with the Queen of Air on this health, then you could have gone down different avenues, okay, where it hasn't been, you know, there's nothing been gained from it basically. But it's saying don't give up hope, because if you look here, we've got another cup which is illuminating itself, and you can't see that because all you're seeing is, you know, dead end after dead end after dead end. And it's like saying the universe is planning some information to be coming in, to expect good information, good news coming in for you, Taurus, on that. And I do feel that's on that person who is struggling, and I feel like it was more of a female than a male, where there's going to be a good vibe coming in around that person's. I feel like they've battled and struggled with something, but it's like to say that, you know, you've come to the dead end has finally come to an end, okay, and the good things are coming in for you. So Taurus, I hope you can take something from that reading. Again, sorry for the sound effects of my cat outside the door. At least it didn't bomb the table like Aquarius, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then.